Okay, pile number one. If you pick the picture that has the couple in the elevator mirror with um, the huge bouquet of peonies, this is for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number one's energy so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, with honesty and truth for the highest good of all and harm to none. Amen. Okay, so looking at this photo, you will probably be living in like maybe an apartment or something. So if you're trying to move out, you will probably end up living in like a luxury apartment. And or this also remind me of like a elevator in like a theater. So maybe you'll be going to Broadway or be on Broadway. You'll be going on a date, so you'll probably be in like a really committed and deep relationship with with somebody you have like a lot of emotions for, and they're going to spoil you and buy you flowers bunch. You might love peonies and or just flowers in general. And you'll have like a new iPhone as well. So if that's something you've been wanting, then there you go. And you might be into content creation, maybe with a couples channel. It doesn't necessarily have to be, or you'll be like soft launching the person that you're with, and or people will know about the person you're with. Okay, so what will your life look like in a year? What will your life look like in a year? I gotta turn around the microphone. My apologies. Because depending on which way the camera is facing is carried the way that the microphone has to face, because the microphone has to face me for it to work the most efficiently. So I have to like turn it around. Okay. What will your life look like in a year? What will your life look like in a year? What will your life look like in a year? Goals and truth. So set a goal, write it down, and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. Okay, yeah, that's in frame. You can't even really see it though. And then we also have truth. Tell the truth. Integrity is the key to living an authentic life. The glare is like crazy. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna get one more from here. What will your life look like in a year? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? Okay. Release. Did they just say something about release? Have a good cry. Grief is a doorway to your deepest self. Yeah, set down goals, write it down, and release the outcome. Okay, so one, you will be achieving a goal, a really big goal of yours. At the top of the deck, we have magnificent. And then it says, own your magnificence. This world needs your brilliance and grace. Okay, so you'll be releasing a goal that you've been working on for a long time because you have achieved it. And then I also see you crying, but like crying tears of joy, and people recognizing you for your magnificence, and you sharing your truth with the world. So maybe sharing your story, your success story. Yeah, so you're gonna be like really accomplished and have achieved something great and something really big, and because of that, you're gonna be able to release that. Basically, like this is probably a goal that you've been working on for quite some time, and it's like the main thing that's been on your mind and taking up a lot of your time. So you finally be able to release it and not have to worry about it or strive so hard and work so hard to achieve it. Will be something like it's tears of joy. Like you're kind of grieving the adolescence of you and the naivety. Is that a word? Naivety? The naive side of you from when you used to strive for this and now you got there. You know the feeling of like something you've been dreaming of forever and then it comes true. Like basically when your dreams come true. Yeah, so basically your dream's gonna come true. Like the dream you always had to the core of you, that's about to come true. Okay, I'm gonna pull some of the Modern Witch Tarot deck. If you want any of these decks, you can look in my description box, and oh my gosh, the cards just keep falling so quickly. You can look in my description box, and you can go into my Amazon storefront, or you can go into TikTok the tarot and decks list. They're both linked in my description box. I will try to remember to link the specific decks that I used today in the description box, like by itself. But if I don't remember, you can just, my Amazon storefront and tarot and oracle deck list is always linked in my description box. Okay, so what is your life going to look like in a year? King of Cups. What is your life going to look like in a year? What is your life going to look like in a year? The Knight of Pentacles. What is your life going to look like in a year? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so one of the goals that you might have had, or you do have, one of the goals that you have is being in a committed relationship with a man who is emotionally intelligent. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. It is in reverse, but I'm going to keep it upright. I'll keep in mind that it was in reverse. Yeah, so you might have wanted like a committed relationship with a man, and it was just like taking really long for you to find this because you wanted a man who was stable and not like immature and could provide for you and was financially stable and things like that. So you will be in a relationship with a man that is like that. Emotionally intelligent and financially intelligent as well, and like emotionally stable and financially stable. On top of that, you also will have gained some emotional intelligence and emotional comfort and emotional confidence, like confidence in your emotional state and dealing with your emotions, and communicating your emotions. Also, I see that you will, with the whole goals and everything going back to that, it's going to help bring in an abundance that will be stable for you. You've been working really hard and working a long time to bring it in, and it will be, you'll be done you'll be done building that income basically. But in a year, that income will be stable enough for you for it to just be passive income and for it to work by itself, and you won't have to monitor it anymore. What will your life be looking like in a year? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? We have the Emperor. Yeah, you're going to be very stable. This is giving like a lot of finances. So your dream is going to come true. So if you had set a financial goal for yourself or a career goal for yourself, then that will be there for you, the Chariot. And things will be moving a lot quicker for you. You could be traveling, so you might have the income, disposable income, so you can travel more often. I'm seeing you be able to indulge in luxury more often and wear the clothes that you always dreamed of wearing. And then we have maybe. You're also not going to have to take every opportunity that is handed to you. Some people you're going to have to say no to. Temperance. Some people's going to have to wait. There could be a waiting list for you. Like if people want to work with you or see you, like say you have a clientele and right now you have a hard time getting clients, and within a year from now there's going to be a wait list and like your list, because basically you're going to be booked and busy. Booked and paid. I want to say more so booked and paid and not really booked and busy, because I feel like a lot of it will be passive. But say you do like clients and you like services, then you'll be so booked that you'll have to say no to some people. You have to turn some people away. You have to make some people wait. There'll be a waiting list, things like that. Say you do like social media influencing, or you're a socialite or something like that, and you get in a year from now you're gonna be asked to talk places and like be on panels and travel and things like that, and you're not going to be able to take every opportunity because it will just cause your life to be too hectic and you just won't have the time to do so. So instead you're going to have to say no, or maybe, or put some on the back burner and hold some off. I'm going to pick up from my Goddess Power deck now. I was just using the Goddess Journey deck, so now I'm using the Goddess Power. This is about to be a long reading. I already know that. We have Mastery. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. You're mastering your whatever it is that you're doing. Communion. So you're going to have a community. You're going to be the leader of your community. Because people are going to be following you. Like I said, you're going to be speaking at panels and things like that, because people is going to want to listen to you and figure out how you do what you do and how you got to where you are. One more from this deck, please. Yeah, so you're mastering you're mastering the field that you're in, which is why everything's going to be coming easily for you. And then independence. Yeah, so also if you're working at a job, you'll be, beauty is also at the bottom of the deck. If you're working at a job, you'll be independent next year. So meaning that you will probably be working for yourself, and being your own boss. You start your own business and your business will be flourishing within the year. And I'm going to pull from Voices of the Soul Oracle deck. This was sent to me from a very nice TikTok shop on TikTok. I actually really like this deck. I can't get enough of it. So was the Goddess Journey deck as well, actually. Okay, what will your life be looking like in a year? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? You, it'll be all about you. Everybody will be all about you. You might be the it girl, the new it girl of the world. Or at least the area that you're in. If you're on a smaller scale, then, you know, your area, your school, your neighborhood, your country, your field. Like, you'll be top of mind for your field. Abundance, like I was saying, a lot of money. Passive income coming in. A stable income, financial freedom. What will your life look like in a year? I'm going to take one more from this deck. Two more from this deck, actually. What will your life look like in a year? What will your life look like in a year? Message of peace. You'll be living a peaceful life. And you'll be at peace with your life. You'll be at peace with your finances. You'll be at peace with yourself and how you look. You're also going to be getting a glow up, because that's what I'm getting from the beauty card that I had put out earlier. You'll have a glow up, like a physical glow up. Physical and emotional and personality wise as well. So inner and outer. You'll have more confidence in yourself. And people are going to look to you for like hair advice, skincare advice, makeup advice, fashion advice, things like that. As well as like career advice, personality advice, mindset advice. Like they just want to know how you get to where you are. So this year I'm seeing like in the process of the year, you're going to have a lot of glow ups, basically. You're going to be improving in a lot of places and getting comfortable being at a high level and being looked at as a leader. And so by the next year, by a year from now, you'll be comfortable in it already. So when people ask you, message of warning. Oh my. Okay, there's two different, and then karmic message. Yeah, okay, so I was going to say how there's two different messages coming from that. One, you'll be able to let people know, like, give people a warning or, like, advice, good advice on, like, what to expect, what to avoid, like, some warning signs and things like that, like, letting them know, like, when something's going to occur. And then also, there's going to be people who's jealous of you. There's going to be karmic people around you who wants what you have. So there's two different ways of admiration, basically, or, like, yeah, so the positive side of admiration is like people who look up to you and admire you and, you know, look to you for advice and look to you as inspiration. And then there's the other side of admiration, which is like the lower side, and that's like envy and jealousy. So there will be two sides, and you see how there's two up there that's like darker colors, and then two down here that's like the lighter shade. So it's kind of like that. You'll have like two sides of the coin. So there's always pros and cons with having a lot of success. And that's kind of just comes with the territory. I'm going to take one card from this Chakra Wisdom card deck. And I got 7th chakra, crown chakra, selflessness. I'm going to have a self-focus for you. Excuse me. I'm kind to all. I'm aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. Okay, so yeah, you'll be more inclined to help people. So like your business and your services. Then we have first chakra, base chakra, instinct. I trust that my instincts are correct, and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forwards. I will know that I need to do and how I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life. As I tap into this feeling, I will know what service I am called to do. I believe in myself. Okay, so that's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so you will have the instinct, the confidence, and receive inspiration for what you need and what your collective needs, basically. So say you have like a social media following or something like that, you'll just know what your audience wants from you. Say you have a business, you'll know what your target audience wants for you, basically. So you'll be more clear on who your target audience is and what they want from you and expect from you, and be able to deliver that to them with ease and grace. So you'll be like you'll be established in your industry and know what your industry is, basically, and then be able to provide value to that industry without actually having to ask your following what they want. You still might ask them just, to do polls and everything to get the insight and everything like that. But however, like, say you do like lifestyle videos, you'll link all your products that you use throughout your video in the description box, because people are going to ask you, oh, where'd you get that? If you do a haul, you'll link the clothing that you buy and that you're doing the haul in the description box, because you know that if somebody watches a haul video, then they're more inclined to want to buy the stuff, and they need the link in order to be able to find the product and find the product easier and things like that. Like, you'll kind of know ahead of time what people want and what people need without them actually having to ask you for it. So yeah, that is your reading, pile number 1. If it resonated, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel with the bell notification on. Yeah, that's your reading on what your life will look like in a year, what your life will look like in a year from now. If it resonated, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. You can also follow me on the rest of my platforms. You can find me on TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. They're all under charvaun Shana or the Shana Bell. You should be able to find me on all the platforms through that name. Also, you can subscribe to my Patreon if you would like more content from me or to support me some more. That's also in the description box. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Pile number 2. Oh my gosh, why are you taking so long? If you pick the picture of the girl's stomach in the mirror, in the heart-shaped mirror, then this is for you. Okay, so Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 2's energy so I may deliver these messages with honesty and truth, with accuracy and precision, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. Okay, so from looking at the picture, in a year from now, you're going to be loving your body. You might lose weight or gain weight depending on what your goal is. Like, if right now you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh, I need to gain some weight, you have gained some weight. If you're looking at yourself and you're saying, oh, I need to lose some weight, then you will have lost some weight. You will probably be like working out more, doing yoga, more into wellness and fitness, and just overall wellness, health and wellness. Also loving yourself when you look in the mirror, maybe doing mirror work, or in the year, like the year leading up to this, in the year, like this year leading to the year, you're going to do a lot of mirror work, which leads to this. You could be more so into yoga and things like that. You could be buying a bunch of Lululemon, or just have like a bunch of athletic wear in the year from now. Also, you might have like white bed sheets, so a very aesthetically pleasing room, or like a clean girl aesthetic within the year. Yeah, you might have like a 6-pack. She doesn't have a 6-pack in the video, in the picture, but that's what I'm seeing. A 6-pack, or just like a really toned body and like an hourglass figure. And then also I'm seeing like business attire and looking really good in like business professional attire. So looking very clean, well put together, fit, and high class and high value, basically. Okay, so Lord Heavenly Father, please help me answer this question. What will their life look like in a year from now? What will their life look like in a year from now? Okay. We have dance. Oh, so maybe that's how losing weight. Step into the light, share your gifts and talents with the world. Or not necessarily losing weight, but, getting fit. So you could join like a dance studio, a dance class. You could be performing. So if you do like your own music, working on choreography for your performances. So you could be performing, going on tour. If you apply to like a dance school or something like that, you'll be in a dance school. Maybe like a recital, having a solo, things like that. What would our life look like in a year from now? We have retreat. Take a mini retreat, listen to the voice in your soul. Could be going on vacation, or you just use dance as a form of escape, or like music as a form of escape. And then we have blessings. Count your blessings. A grateful heart attracts more joy, love, and prosperity. So, dance, retreat, blessings. We also have peace at the top of the deck. And it says, embrace your confusion. Let there be peace and not knowing all the answers. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be a lot more free-hearted, lighthearted, and more free in the world. You would have received a lot of your blessings, and you'll be living with your blessings within a year. You could be traveling a lot. Again, it could be for like performances or just on vacation, or it could be like you do some type of performance or creation. I have a lot of creators who follow me, so it could even be like you do social media and you're on brand trips and such, and that's where the retreat is, and then you're getting paid to go on these retreats, and you're also meeting other creators when you're on the retreat, so that's how it's a blessing. But yeah, you're gonna be receiving a bunch of attention as well, and also love and admiration, because swans represent love. And then also I'm seeing like you'll be like really graceful. So like just the way you move, the way you walk, your mannerisms, things like that, it will be very graceful and enchanting. What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You'll be working a lot, but I see that your work is like things that you're passionate about. When you work, it's going to feel like a blessing that you can do it for a living. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? You're not going to be talking to people a lot. Okay, and then we have Judgment in reverse coming out as well, and you won't be asking people for their opinions on certain things. We have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You kind of just know what people want from you, in a sense. Like you'll have the intuition to know, okay, yeah, this is what people want from me, even if it's just because like I'm seeing like, so you know how Rihanna she did music and then she started doing business instead, and people are always asking like, oh, when are we getting new music, or when are we getting new music? Rihanna doesn't have to ask people, oh, do you want new music from me? She already knows that she wants to drop music, people will listen to it because people are always asking for new music. So it's kind of like that. You won't really have to worry or think about what the next person wants or anything like that, because people are always going to be asking you for things. But also you're not going to be worried about what they want, because you're focused on your desires. You're focused on your passions and the things that you want to create, the abundance you want to create into your life. So if you want to create the things that they're asking for, then you'll do so. But you feel so confident within yourself, and you're not really worried about the next person's judgments, that one, you're not asking them for their advice, and two, you're not doing what they say just because you said it. They said they wanted it. You're also doing it because you're up to that stage in your career or in your passion or that stage in your plan. Like I feel like you have a step plan. You have a plan of how you're going to do things, and once that part of the plan comes up, then yes, you'll do it. But until that part of the plan comes up, look, I'm not sleep. Until that part of the plan comes up, you're not focused on that side. Okay, I'm going to pull from my Goddess Journey deck. What does your life look like in a year? Okay, we have the World. I feel like the world's going to be staring at you. Like, the whole world's going to be watching you. You could have paparazzi following you around. The Emperor. You have, like, paparazzi following you around. You'll be traveling the world. You'll have people from around the world watching you. So if you do, like, social media or music or something like that, your audience will be from all around the world. Like, your viewers will be international. Or if you have a business, you're going to expand your business to be international. What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? We have death. So transformational. Your life will look completely different from what it looks like now. Justice. And this is your justice. I feel like you've been working very hard for this, and people have been trying to play you and play in your face. And this is your justice. Like, this is you. Before, you probably was a people pleaser and doing things to make other people feel better, or doing the things that other people have been asking you for, and it's been messing up you and your plan and your numbers. Like, say you've been doing social media, and then people have been asking you to make some, like, different content from what you originally knew that you should make. Because like you know that your audience like doing it, and you like doing it, and you can stay consistent from doing it. So then you was like, okay, let me make something else, because people in your reality, in your real world, who don't even watch your content, was like, oh, you should do this, or yada yada yada. So then you started doing that, but then it messed up your numbers and things like that. So now in a year from now, you're gonna be doing the stuff that you knew that you should have been doing in the first place anyway, and you would have been doing it for some time now. So you would have gained a bunch of success within a year from now. You would have gained a bunch of success. So from now until then, you're gaining a bunch of success in it. So in a year from now, you're going to be so successful in it that people are going to be like, how did you get that far? Because they low-key was sabotaging your company or your business or your success or your endeavors. Like, whether it was intentional or not, they were like sabotaging you. So now they're getting karma for it, basically, because now they have to watch you as the whole world watches you as well. And now you get to make a living off of the things that you are actually passionate about, and that's your blessing for staying humble. Like, you was trying to make everybody happy, but in return, you wasn't making yourself happy. You have beauty. Also, people was probably trying to tell you the future in reverse. I'm going to pull one more card from here. Okay, we have miracles. Wow, you have blessings and miracles coming out. That's crazy. Yeah, in a year from now, you're going to be living miracles and blessings. We also have flow in reverse. Okay. Ooh. Let me see. Let me gather myself. Yeah, people's probably trying to tell you to like change the way you look or change your outfits or something like that. Honestly, just love yourself for who you are, and don't even be worried about the next person. Like, judgment reverse. Like, don't even worry about it. But okay, what's your life going to look like in a year from now? You're going to be very compassionate and passionate about what it is that you are actually doing in life and the things you're working towards. You're going to feel very confident in the things you're doing. Flow. In reverse though, like, I'm getting like things don't, you understand that things only flow if you're flowing, right? You have to stay in alignment, and you understand that now, because I feel like there was times when it was like when things were flowing, and then you'll get off your path and things will stop flowing, and then you'll go back on your path and things will flow again. So I'm seeing what's flowing reverse at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing like that's a lesson, and this is a warning for you to remember who you are, and remember, what it is that why you started this, and what it is you started. and a promise you made to either yourself, to God, to your spirits, and to your ancestors, whatever it is. Remember the promise that you guys made to each other and how you're going to make your dreams come true in the first place. Because if you step off that path again, you're not going to continue flowing. Okay, so stay on that path. With beauty, you're also going to glow up. And I said that in the beginning when I was like, like you'll probably lose weight or gain weight depending on it is what you want. You're going to look the way that you want to look. In a year from now, miracles, you're going to be receiving a lot of miracles. I'm seeing like abundance, money, opportunities, doors opening, trips, gifts, payments, like things like that, and money just kind of coming in and flowing into your life without you even having to like think about it, ask for it, anything like that. Like people are just going to be throwing their money at you. So if you own a business, then people are going to love your product so much that you don't even have to, I'm going to say that you wouldn't really have to advertise it, but in a sense you don't have to advertise it because people already know about it, you know. But even if people know about it, you still advertise it because you're just used to it. It becomes like an everyday type of habit. Okay, so with flow reverse, it's kind of giving like things are flowing for you, but they're flowing for you because you put in the work, right? It's flowing because you made your everyday habits. Something to create this flow in the first place, right? So you have a business, your business is flourishing, but when you look behind this, and you don't have to do much work at it anymore because now it's just everyday mundane steps that you take, tasks that you do every day that causes this, right? So every day you're sending out products to social media influencers to promote your products. So every day you're having multiple different influencers create videos with your products, which is bringing in sales all the time, if you get what I'm saying, if that's making sense. And that's just one idea. Or say you do social media influencing yourself, like you're the one who does the content creation, you figured out what niche you're in and what your audience wants. So now every day you're creating content around that, surrounding that. So that's causing you to have your social media is always flourishing and the numbers, your analytics flourishing, and you know your subscriber or following count always going up and everything, things like that. And then we had the future in reverse coming out too, because I feel like this is not even just in the future. This is what you're living right now, or like you already stepped into this. And a year from now, it's really just going to be amplified. Like it's basically, this is your life right now, and in a year from now is you would have been living this life for a year now. You know what I'm saying? Like your life a year from now is going to look like this, but just better. It's going to feel like this, but better. You're going to feel more confident in it. You're going to be more established in it. It's like, say you get a job, say you're a doctor or surgeon and you get a job as a surgeon at a hospital, right? You already are a surgeon when you started that job. You already went to school. You already went through internships and residency and everything. Now you're actually the surgeon. They hired you as the surgeon, right? You working at the hospital as a surgeon. You already have money. You're already rich because you're already making six figures because you're already that surgeon, right? But now a year from now, you have another year of experience. Yeah, so basically a year from now is going to be like this, just a year more of experience. You're probably going to be making more money because every year you get a raise, you know what I'm saying? You put in more hours, not even necessarily having to put in more hours, but you grow every year. Like, yeah, we literally grow every day. So think about a year's worth of growth, basically. So it'll be like this. It'll be like your life right now, but a year's worth of growth from that. Okay, and then, oh, shoot, I still have more decks to pull. I'm thinking here I'm finished. It's crazy. Also, why are these readings today like 20 minutes long? I usually make my readings 10 minutes long. And I have 4 piles to do today, and this is pile number 2, and this is, we're hitting almost 40 minutes I've been recording. It's crazy. I should be finished now, finishing up my last piles. Anyway, what will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? Okay, so we have forgiveness. So you'll be forgiving those who did you wrong. Also, I'm seeing that like your target audience will be forgiving you for past mistakes. So if you were like neglecting them or things like that, what would your life be looking like in a year from now? Also, your life would be so good that you would have forgiven everybody or anybody on anything that has ever hurt you in the past because you're not worried about it. You chilling on the beach in Bora Bora, living your best life, that you don't even have the time, energy, or brain capacity to feel some type of way about anyone. We have calm as well, so you'll be really calm. Like, I just feel like you're gonna have a lot of stability in your life, and not even stability in a sense like money, finances. Like, no, you're just gonna be you're gonna be stable in life. You're gonna be stable in your career, stable in your mentality, stable. Like, no one can take away from what you built, because you built it on your own, and you have such a great foundation in it that is yours, and you know it's yours, and you have so much confidence and experience and history behind it that you're calm. Like, if you have any type of imposter syndrome right now, or if you did in the past, that's gone. And a year from now, that will be completely gone. Like, you know for a fact that what you're doing is true. You know it's for you. You know these blessings and miracles are yours, and you know that blessings and miracles are a norm for you in your life. Like, you don't even get worked up when you get blessings and miracles anymore, because that you're even calm with that. You know that that's your life. You know that blessings and miracles is a norm for you now. Right? You know, you expect blessings and miracles. So when you get like really big orders, or if you get a big promotion or a big opportunity or something like that, you expect that now. So it's not even really something for you to think about, or to be like, oh my gosh, like, yes, you're still grateful and everything like that, but these are things that you expect, right? Just like you expect to get food every day on the table, right? Like, yes, you still say grace, and you're still thankful for the food, message of love. Yes, you're still thankful for the food and everything like that. You still say grace, but you expect to get food, no? So that's basically how you're going to feel about these blessings and miracles when they occur in your life. You're going to be like, thank you so much for it. But yeah, I expect that as I should. Like, duh. That's a normal Tuesday for you. Message of forgiveness. Wow, 2 different things of forgiveness. You're going to be forgiving yourself for past mistakes, for waiting so long. It feels as though you kind of been procrastinating. Freedom. So financial freedom. I was saying that, like, freedom, financial freedom, mental freedom. Just freedom in all. Like, you can do anything and be anything, go anywhere. You can, like, life is easy for you. In a year from now, life is easy for you. You literally have everything that you want, everything you could ever possibly desire. And you're just building more and more and more for yourself. Like, you have more than you ever imagined in a year from now. So I'm going to pull one of these cards, and we have the 6th chakra, third eye chakra, knowledge. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in the form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way, and as this helps me to respond with wisdom, I cultivate positive beliefs about life, myself, and others. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7th chakra, crown chakra, one with all. I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this and know that it flows through all. I am calm again. I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source, and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence. I'm aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening in my life. My responses have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. I feel as though you would have gone through so much spiritual awakening and spiritual growth that you are vibrating on like the highest frequency possible on this earth plane. You are most definitely a star seed, a star being, a higher dimensional being that came down to this earth to help with the evolution and ascension of the human race. And in a year from now, you're going to understand that, and you're going to feel at peace and freedom. You're going to feel at peace with knowing that and understanding that you kind of have a smaller, your soul tribe. You will have a harder time. Let me say it like this. You have had a harder time living in life. Oh my gosh, we do have peace out here too. You've had a harder time living on earth than anyone else that you have ever known. And that is because you are a starseed. And as a starseed, not only are you a starseed, but you are one of the highest vibrating starseed that there is ever been known, right? You are probably on the highest levels of consciousness, where your soul evolution is about to reach the end, where this could be your very last lifetime, not only on planet Earth, but at ever, like on any planet, any Earth, and you're about to return back to source energy. So once our soul has gone through so much evolution, like density 1, density 2, density 3, density 4, density 5, density 6. When we reach density 7, that's when we go back to source energy, right? We're all extensive source energy. So once our soul has finished this evolution that we have to go through and reach the highest form of consciousness, that's when we go back to source energy. And I feel as though you're the people who picked this pile, your soul has gone through so much evolution and had so many lifetimes and learned so much in those lifetimes and developed yourself so much that you're done, basically. You're done with you're you're done with your ascension, you're done with your expansion, basically, and you're just gonna go back to source energy. So you're the people I will consider gods and goddesses on earth, because you're the people that God would trust the most to guide people and deliver messages for him and do his work, because at this point you about to go right back to him. Yeah, but that is your message. Pile number 2 is an honor reading for you and tapping into energy. I literally never got that message before. Like, that was very eye-opening for me, so thank you for that. Yeah, so if this resonated, make sure to like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below letting me know what pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and press the bell so you're notified whenever I upload. You can also follow me on the rest of my platforms. So TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Those all have, you can find me on the charvaun Shana or the Shana Bell. And they're also linked in the description box below. If you would like to support me anymore, then you can subscribe to my Patreon and you can get more content from me over there. And yeah, I believe that's all the messages I have for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick the picture of a girl sitting on a private jet, her Hermes bag, I think that's a Birkin, her fur coat, and I don't know what else is there, but on her private jet, and this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 3's energy so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the highest good of all and harm to none. Amen. Okay, so Lord Heavenly Father, hold up, let me actually look at the picture and give you the messages. I'm so sorry. Okay, so first of all, if you have been wanting a Birkin bag, right, and you know how you have to play that game in Hermes where you have to like buy a bunch of stuff. It's literally called The Game, but you have to like buy a bunch of stuff and then hopefully they'll offer you a bag, and usually it's not even the bag that you've been hoping for, but it might be, but usually it's not. And you kind of have to take the bag, because if you don't take the bag, they might never actually offer you a bag again. So if you've been hoping to be offered a bag and you've been trying and working at it, then you will be offered a bag by the end of this year, by the end of the year, like within the year, right? Because this is what your life will look like in a year. And a year from now, you'll have a Birkin bag, okay? Thank you. Also, you'll have a private jet, okay? And you'll just have like a lot of expensive things, and not because of the fact that it's expensive, but because you like quality and you like nice things, okay? And you work your butt off and you deserve it, and you should treat yourself. You deserve it, okay? Also, I'm seeing that you'll be traveling a lot and for luxury, for fun, and that's it, okay? Like, you're not gonna have to be like, oh yeah, this is a business trip, yeah. No, you want to go somewhere, you're gonna go. If you want to go to Paris so you can have brunch over the weekend, then you're gonna go to Paris over the weekend to get brunch. It's just that simple. Like, you want something, you got it. Your friend's gonna hit you up and be like, oh, you want to go here? Last minute, buy a ticket, and you're gonna go, okay? Hold on, I have to light another incense. If I can find my lighter. most definitely put it like on this side. Okay. Anyway, also you could be starting like a luxury brand or something like that yourself, or shooting a music video or something like that in a private jet or something like that, be flown out, things like that. But I'm feeling also like this is your money. This is your money. Okay, so what will your life look like? What will probably three's life look like in a year? We have relaxation. What was I saying? You're going to be able to fly around, go places just because you want to and just to relax. Allow yourself to be lazy. It's okay to do nothing. Like, literally, yes, that's what I mean. Like, you're going to be so wealthy that you don't have to do anything. All your endeavors are going to be working, like, doing itself. You also have choice. Remember, a commitment. Can we consider a commitment? You have the right to change your mind. Yeah, it's going to be your choice whether or not you want to work. You know, you can outsource your work now at this point and have your business work for itself, because you're basically paying other people now in order to run it for you, and you really don't have to do much anymore. You'll be able to relax, you'll be able to enjoy yourself, you can turn things down if you want to, you won't have to say yes to everything, so you can put food on your table and take care of your bills and your children if you have any, or whatever the case is. Yeah, and then we also have self-love. Ooh. Care for your body, self-love, and self-acceptance are the ultimate acts of self-care. And you're just going to be very much so indulging in self-care. So traveling, like I said, first class or private jet, like I'm getting more so private jet, going to the spa all the time, going shopping, retail therapy is a thing. And when I say retail therapy, I mean not at Zara where the lines are crazy and it's a terrible experience, or Forever 21 where it's like a mess all the time. No, like Chanel, Dior, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, like the places where they have sales associate and they treat you amazing and they give you caviar and champagne when you walk in the door. And then we have tenderness at the top of the deck, and it says, speak gently to yourself, cherish the child within. And I feel as though these are things that you've always wanted, but then you was told like, oh no, you can't have that because like they're luxuries, right? You don't need that, but maybe your parents had raised you to tell you that's a waste of money and you don't need to spend all that money on something, and they taught you to be frugal and hoard your money basically, and now you feel some type of way when you spend your money, or you grew up feeling like fearing spending your own money. And a year from now you'll feel a lot better about spending money, like spending a little extra money to have a little bit more luxury in your life, or being able to relax a little bit more and not have to put in so much work. So instead of having to go through the airport, like the regular check-in, and be on the plane with a bunch of people and stand online and all that stuff, now instead you can just call your pilot and have them have them get the private jet ready, and then you can enter in the airport through a private entrance and stay at a private lounge until the jet is ready, and then enter your private jet. It's like, it's a lot easier, it's just a lot less stressful and more relaxing, and it's your choice. Like, you have the choice to do that, and you decide to do it because you can. You have the option, you have the choice to do so. What will your life look like in a year from now? In a year from now, you'll have the sun in reverse. I don't think you're going to be having any children. I don't think you have any children. In a year from now, what will your life look like? We have the Three of Wands. You'll be moving forward. I think I'm getting that as travel. You'll be traveling a lot. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? We have the Ace of Cups. You'll be absolutely in love with your life. I'm going to take one more card. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? We have the Ace of Pentacles as well. You'll be receiving a bunch of gifts. You'll probably be in a relationship. The Eight of Swords is also at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let me see. You might be a little depressed in a year from now. And I know I'm saying all this stuff, and you're like, how can you be depressed if you have all this? Material things does not take away depression. I'm gonna let you know that. That's why they say you can't buy happiness. However, it does remove a lot of stress that you have. So yeah, just keep in mind that material things don't buy you happiness, and keep a watch on your mental health. Okay. I also see that love's coming in, and then but then we have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this person, be careful, because some people might try to buy your love, and like shower you with a bunch of gifts, but then they're toxic behind all of that. So remember self-love. Okay, remember to always put yourself first, and don't be blinded. Not everything that glitters isn't gold. Okay, and remember that, so you don't get stuck in a relationship with somebody who doesn't actually love you, or maybe they do love you, but they mess up your mental health and take away your happiness. Okay, be careful with that. What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? I'm also getting like brand deals and also brand trips. Like I'm seeing you in a friend group with a bunch, like you and a bunch of friends are very successful. That's what I'm seeing. We have the moon coming out. There'll be secrets in a year from now, but also like a lot of emotions. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? I'm also seeing now that you're gonna be in like, I'm seeing like a socialite and being in the limelight, judgment. Yeah, and a lot of people will be judging you. So that could be where the mental health comes from. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So like you have to give up one thing to get another thing, and then we have the Emperor as well, right? So you're getting the money, you're getting the abundance, and then we have the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. You're getting the money, you're getting the abundance, you're getting the freedom to go and do and be whatever you want. But at the same time, because now that you have all this, so more money, more problems, right? So because you have all this money and people think that, oh, you can't be depressed when you have a bunch of money, you can't really express yourself and you can't really talk to people about things anymore, because nobody can really get you anymore, because now you're at a higher level than anyone else around you. Like you're gonna have more money than anyone. But like I said, you're gonna have a friend group that are also successful, they're also famous, they're also rich. But then also these people did not come from the same place as you, so it's like the new struggles that you're going through, they'll understand, but then the old struggles they won't understand. And the old people who used to understand your struggles, they think you changed because now you have the money and the status and the fame and everything like that. So you kind of feel alone, and you feel as though you can't really talk to anyone about anything. And I feel as though you already have mental health problems, like you struggle with your mental health. So now it's just like, now it's on a different level. It's like on a higher level, and you need to be able to handle that. Right? So make sure you have a therapist, make sure you have a Reiki healer that you go to, and a Reiki master that you go through. Make sure that you have a counselor, and you have a tarot reader, that like your own personal tarot reader. It doesn't necessarily have to be me, but somebody you can go to do energy check-ins on you and like heal yourself, heal your energy and things like that. You might want to indulge in like having a bunch of crystals in your house, and even if you have it as like decoration, I keep crystals around my house, and I call it decoration, because people who walk into my place, not everybody understands spirituality the way that I do or we do. So they don't need to know. Not everybody needs to know, because then they ask for readings. I'm just like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to give everybody a reading, for real. But yeah, so just make sure you keep yourself in check, because you're gonna feel castrated and like an outcast, even though you have all these eyes on you, right? You might be winning Grammys and like awards and being in the limelight, and being invited out all these places and have paparazzi and be on the red carpet, and all these things. But at the same time, you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of people you didn't know a year ago, right? You're going to be surrounded by a bunch of people you don't know now and you didn't know yesterday. And these are going to be the people who you call the closest to you, because they're the ones who understand you in a year from now. They understand the lifestyle that you're living then, like, yeah, in a year from now, but they didn't understand you. They didn't know you for who you are now. And then the people, or like before, and the people who understood, like I said, the people who understood you before, they didn't come with you. They didn't make it to the top with you. So in a year from now, you'll be in the top. the people who you know, like, now or before, they didn't make it to the top with you, so now they're gonna be like, oh, she changed, like, oh, she got success and switched up, and yada yada. That's the judgment coming in. But that's also jealousy, you feel me? So you entered a whole entire different world, your life completely changed. So people so because your life changed and your status changed and your tax bracket changed, people think you changed. But no, it's just you're working. That's the life you chose. You worked hard and you achieved it. You made your dreams come true. A lot of people aren't able to do that. A lot of people become jealous and obsessed with the fact that, oh, she made it. We came from the same place and she made it and I didn't. So now, they get mad about it, People are corny. I heard corny. People are dead as corny. Okay. I'm pulling from my Goddess Power deck now. What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will Pile 3's life look like in a year from now? We have salvation. Yeah, so you'll be saving yourself. This is the life that you always wanted, and even if your life wasn't terrible growing up, or you wasn't like poor, whatever the case is, you still felt as though you needed saving, and you became that savior. I'm gonna take these, but this card literally came out in every pile so far, the beauty card. So you're gonna have a glow up, internally and externally. You'll be like very beautiful and breathtaking. Like people was going to want to know who you are and how you got there. We have the future coming out as well. And then we have rebirth in reverse. Okay. And then we also have revelation in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, the future coming out in a year from now, you're going to be living in the future. And I know that sounds weird. Like, duh, the year from now is the future. But no, listen, hear me out, okay? Listen. So in 2021, when I was going to the audio engineering school in New York, I was walking outside. I think I was with somebody. I think I was with my friend. And we was walking somewhere, and I saw this guy on a hoverboard, and he was wearing like this futuristic looking helmet that like covered his whole head. It was like white. It covered his whole head, and then and it also had like shades at the front as like his glasses, but it like covered the whole mouth and everything like that. So it literally looked like those people in the movies when they're literally riding a hoverboard, but it's like in the air type thing. And I looked at him and I was like, yo, we are living in the future. Mind you, and I'm not saying this boast or anything, but I was going to a studio in Manhattan, New York, on Wall Street and Broadway, with the person who owns it. He won a Grammy and things like that. And I was saying I literally wanted to win a Grammy, right? I said I wanted to win a Grammy, and then I applied to that school and I got in, and I found out that, he won a Grammy, all that stuff. Yada yada. I'm working with all these people who work with like all these big artists and stuff like that, and they're all complimenting my music and things like that. I also always wanted to do social media, and I had a huge following on TikTok and all that stuff. So I really was like, oh my gosh, like we're living in the future, right? So a year from now, you're going to be living in basically your future. You know how when we have a dream, we always think that the dream is so far in the future, and a year from now, you're going to look up and you're going to be like, I'm living in the future. This is the life I always dreamed of. This is what I thought was going to happen. Like, this is what I wish was going to happen for my future and everything like that. And it's not going to be a future anymore for you. It's going to be your reality. It's going to be your present moment. So a year from now, you're going to be living in your future, the future you always dreamed of. Okay, revelation in reverse. It's like you're going to realize that it's no longer you having to go through these awakenings and have these revelations and keep learning new things and all this stuff. Like, you already know everything. And I'm not saying that you need to stop learning, because no, like technically you don't stop learning. But at the same time, it's like you don't need to continue learning to make your dreams come true. You already made your dreams come true. You already made everything happen that you always dreamed of happening. Like your childhood dreams have already happened. You had already healed your inner child, because anything your inner child would have wanted or asked you for, whatever the case is, you already achieved for your inner child. So now it's really just you living your life and enjoying your life, and then kind of making new goals. But it's not really, you're kind of making goals because you have all this time left to live in life, and you have all this money, and you have all this time and access and resources and opportunities and network, like all these people that you know and things like that. So it's like you can make anything that you want happen for you easily. So you're just like, I want to do this. Like, why not do this? You don't have to go through a whole revelation and go through all these things to make something happen anymore. It's kind of just like, I kind of want this. Let's do it. So life can get kind of mundane. That's with the sudden reverse. Like, life can get boring and things like that because you're just like, yeah, in rebirth. Like, like you're not going to be going through these huge transformations anymore because it's kind of like, yeah, well, I guess we can go to Bora Bora again. Yeah, I guess we can go to Fashion Week again. Like, like you kind of already done everything. So it's like, what's next? Like, there's nothing really new. So that's kind of why you're getting like these things. Like you're going to start to get bored with life basically because you've already done everything that people be wishing for. Okay, so also I feel like if you look at it in a spiritual sense as well, it's like you kind of discovered and like you already have access to the Akashic records and you discovered all these amazing things in the spiritual realm that, it's not even really exciting anymore. Like life just isn't exciting anymore because you've already done everything. What will your life look like in a year from now? We have Burden of Tears. Yeah. What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? What will your life look like in a year from now? All it's in my business. Because I was shuffling on camera, I felt so exposed. Okay, we have children. Oh my gosh, maybe we don't have children. When I said you don't have children there, I don't know, man. I was going to say how you should, I was going to give the advice of make sure that you're doing things to keep bringing excitement and joy into your life, and then children come out. And that was kind of the thing that I was thinking, like, children helps bring joy and excitement back into your life, so you might want to bring that in. Physical pain. Oh my gosh. So that's giving like pregnancy though. So yeah, you could be like giving birth, having children in a year from now. Again, like I said, so you can have some type of joy in your life again, or some type of excitement. And then we also have karma coming out. Okay. But I feel like that's good karma. Yeah. And then at the bottom deck, we have happiness. There we go. Yeah. So, okay. So I'm hearing like instead of turning to drugs and things like that, you turn to like love and maybe like starting a new business or a new financial endeavor or something like that. Like you find something new to do that's positive and will bring more light to the world instead of going like the dark route and finding something that's not really the best for you. So you'll have good karma, which is why I went on top of the Ace of Pentacles, which is because it's going to bring you a new source of income. But with the rebirth there, it's like the rebirth in reverse. It's kind of like you're not really doing it for the money. You're not really doing it for a transformation or something like that in your life. You're kind of doing it just for excitement. You're kind of doing it to bring more joy into the world. You're kind of doing it to bring light and life into the world. You might be starting like a organization, an orphanage, a charity, something like that. Just so you might be going to like Africa to like feed the kids or something like that. Like you're kind of just doing things to bring joy to yourself, and not only to yourself, but also to the world, like in people who are in need and are less fortunate than you. So, yeah, you'll care a lot less about, the superficial, artificial things of the world and more focus on, oh my gosh. And we have the 7th chakra, crown chakra, selflessness. I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do and say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. Literally what I just said. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence and listen to the truth. I am open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my high feelings, and I do not override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to take out this card. This one, not this one. That one's going back. 6th chakra. Oh, That is that card. Okay, never mind. So we're gonna end it there. Okay, that is your reading, pile number 2. Pile number 3, my apologies. If this resonated, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated, what pile you came from, and how it resonated. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, you can follow me on the rest of my platforms if you like more content from me or to support me more. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Those are linked in the description box below. I also have a Patreon if you'd like to support me some more or want some more content from me. That is also linked in the description box below. I hope this resonated. If it did, make sure... Oh, well, I already said that, but I love each and every one. I love each and every single one of you guys so very, very much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 4, last but not least. If you pick the picture of the girlie sitting down at her table with her Apple MacBook, I'm pretty sure that's a Pro, with a cup of what looks like cappuccino in her hand, with this beautiful background architecture behind her, with sunglasses. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna go in so much detail, but she's wearing sunglasses and a blazer and she's cute. Okay, she's just girly. Sis is a fashion girl, a fashion gal. Okay, if this is the pile that you picked, this is the picture you picked, then this is your pile. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 4 so I can deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, with honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. Please bear with me. I've been recording for an hour now, and your girl's tired, okay? So, Lord Heavenly Father, what is pile number 4's life going to be looking like in a year from now? What is pile number 4's life going to be looking like in a year from now? Oh my gosh. These cards keep falling. We got patience, okay? And be patient. Oh, hold on. I'm still going to put this down. Be patient. Be willing to pass up good for great. Okay? But I have to pull some messages from the picture first. My apologies. I forgot. So I see you as being a business girly, a working girly, okay? But working for yourself. Also, I feel like working for you is going to be like shopping online type thing. So say you own a business, like you shopping for the catalog that you're going to do next. Or, you know, if you're an influencer, you're going to be shopping because a brand reached out to you and was like, oh, we want you to promote some products. They gave you some money, like a voucher, whatever. And it was like, okay, pick as many pieces as you want, or whatever the case is. And that's kind of like going to be part of your job, part of your work. Also, I see part of your work going to be like sending out emails and things like that. And you're going to be the type of girl who goes to like a nice cafe or like a nice museum or something like that. You're going to be somewhere. You could also be working in your house. And when I say house, you're going to be working in your mansion type thing. Like, you're going to be living a very nice, luxurious life. And things are going to be a little hectic just because of how successful you are. So if you're running a business, it's because you have so many clients coming in and you have so many campaigns, and you just have a lot of different projects going on. Or if you do social media influencing, you're gonna have so many brand deals that you have to do, and so many trips you gotta go on, and all these different panels that you gotta talk on, and things like that. You could be on like a reality TV show, or you could be traveling, or having to study abroad. Like, you're gonna be doing things that make your life full and hectic and abundant, and you're gonna be getting paid for it. Okay, you're gonna be making real good money, boo. And you're gonna people gonna look at you and be like, when she gets so bougie, when he gets so bougie. But it's not even that you're bougie or anything like that. It's just, first of all, you have the money now. 2, you're being sent these things all the time. 3, you're buying better quality clothing as well. And 4, now you have the money to dress the way you want to dress. Okay, let's be so for real. And people might be like, oh, she's stush now, he's stush now, he's stuck up, whatever the case is, because you don't have time to hang out with them like how you used to. But it's because you're focused on your money, you focus on your paper, you focus on your business, you focus on your endeavors, you focus on your projects, you have things to do. You got people to talk to, like important people to talk to, talking to the president. Like, let's be so for real. Like, you ain't got time to be sitting around talking to these lames. Support. Offer your support to someone, experience the joy of serving others. Okay, so you're going to, the work that you do is going to be helping a lot of people, and that's why it's going to be bring so much success. Because basically the way to be successful in anything is to serve a purpose or solve a problem, solve an issue, right? So certain clothing brands are so successful because they solve the issue. If it's a luxury brand, they solve the issue of having sustainable, luxurious, premium clothing at, and have the customer service be like top tier for people who like to experience a more upscale type of experience when they go shopping. Fast fashion brands, they serve the purpose of when people can't afford luxurious stuff and they need a more affordable option, they go there, like things like that, right? A doctor's office is successful because they solve the issue of people being sick, they can heal them, so whatever it is that you're doing, you are solving a problem, solving an issue, and it's bringing you a lot of abundance and support because you are supporting others. You'll have the support that you need with your abundance and everything like that. So be patient. Just keep working on what you're doing because it's bringing you the money. It's bringing you the success. We also have achievement. What did I just... I know I said success, but hello, you're achieving such. Chase your dreams. You will be surprised by where they lead you. And I feel called to pull one more card. I'm not you giving me two more cards. We have self-love and intent. So self-love, care for your body, self-love, and self-acceptance are the ultimate acts of self-care. And then we have intent. Focus on your energy. There is amazing power and a strong intention. Oh my gosh, I dropped my cards. Okay, they want me to show you wisdom. So then we have wisdom at the top of the deck. Oh my gosh, stop giving me all these cards. I'm not taking any more. Let go of the need to control. Trust in the wisdom of a divine plan. Y'all doing too much. We have connection as well. They want indecision. Okay, so just, oh my gosh. I'm not taking all these out. Connect with people, with someone special. A loved one is a gift to treasure, and decisions. Oh my gosh, and dreams. Honor your priorities, your top priorities. It is not an absolute yes, and it's a no. And then dreams is... think big. There are unseen forces ready to support your dreams, and then support. Okay, so your dreams are going to be supported. You're going to get opportunities. You are very wise in your field now. I feel like you're going to be very confident in what it is that you're doing. You set the intentions a long time ago and you nurtured it, and you loved yourself and you trusted it in yourself, and now you're receiving the support that you always wanted. You have to be really patient for a long time, so it probably took you a long time to get there, but you're going to be reaching these achievements, like these goals that you set. You're going to be achieving them within the year. And once you achieve them, it's going to help with your confidence and make you feel like, one, make you feel supported, and two, make you feel established in your profession. And that's kind of why you're going to be moving differently, because a lot of people are still going to be feeling like that imposter syndrome, or feeling like they still need to get their foot in the door and everything like that. But you're going to be the person who is opening the door for people. Like, you're the one, not even opening the door, you hire somebody to open the door, right? Like, in a year from now, you're going to be like, okay, well, you're going to be, like, think Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada. I think that's, yeah, Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada. She's not opening the door. Like, let's be so for real. People open the door to let people in for her to decide whether or not, somebody can get into this industry, or if they're going to be blacklisted. Like, you decide if somebody's going to be successful or somebody's going to be blacklisted in a industry, basically. That people are going to have to come to you for a chance, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to have to be bootlicking to get notoriety or get a chance or get an opportunity. You're going to be the one who gives people opportunities. We also have the 10 of Pentacles, so you're going to have a lot of abundance, stability. You're going to have a lot of support under you. So you could be hiring people. We have Judgment in reverse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not being judged anymore. Like, you're judging people. You're the judge basically now. You're going to be hiring people under you. So you're like, I'm seeing like a CEO, or like, you're just the boss, you're the leader of the group. Like, you hire people under you to help you out. So if you do social media influencing, you'll have like a financial advisor, you'll have an accountant, you'll have a manager, you'll have a PR manager, you'll have I'm trying to think of like an editor and a videographer and all that stuff. You kind of retired from doing all the work, and now you're just the face, right? Or if you own a business, you'll have like associates. You'll probably have stores now and have like actual sales associates in the stores and things like that. If you do music, you'll have an audio engineer, a mastering engineer, a mixing engineer, like songwriters to help, a team of songwriters. You have like a studio that you can go to whenever you want to. You'll have a driver, you'll have a manager, you have a PR manager, a marketing manager, you have an A&R. Like, you'll just have everything that you need. You have a choreographer, a vocal coach, all that stuff. Well, all you really have to do is just be the voice. All you have to do is just do what you love and do what you want. And if you don't want to do it, then you just hire somebody to do it for you. So that's why you're judging people, because you're the one who's hiring people and seeing like, oh, are they enough? Are they good enough to work with you, work under you? We also have the 10 of Cups, so you're going to be feeling completely fulfilled and happiness, like wish fulfillment. And then we also have the 10 of Swords. I'm gonna leave it up, right? Because, oh my God, not the whole world shaking. Like, relax, it's not that serious. This is 10 of Swords. I didn't tell you where it's going to end. Like, relax. After all these good cards, you're scared about a little 10 of Swords. Like, you might be a little upset because people, like, you'll be on blogs and such like that. Or, like, Shade Room or something. Like, people will be watching your every move. And like, people will be talking about you all the time. Like, think, Nicki Minaj, how people be trying to diss her all the time. But then she has like Beyonce, when people try to come for Beyonce. But then we have the Beehive and the Barbs. And they come for the next. Like, yeah, now Beyonce's internet. Like, that's how they're going to feel. They'll be like, now piles for internet, basically. Like, if somebody says something bad about you, like, your following, your fan base is going to like hound at them and be like, not on their internet, like, you gotta be, that's a joke, right? We have the 6 of Swords. You're going to be traveling a lot and just moving forward in life. So you'll be doing like project after project after project because you have all this help coming in. So you're just going to be able to move forward and keep doing things a lot quicker than what you originally was doing, okay? Okay, I'm going to pull from my Goddess Journey deck. Okay, what will pile numbers for life look like in a year from now? What will piles for life look any? We have the Magician in reverse. Deception, trickery, manipulation, illusion. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? We have death, transformation. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? Oh yeah. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? We have the Sun. I'm going to take one more from here. Actually, I'm just going to take what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Lovers, okay? So basically, you're going to have a bunch of people in love with you, right? You're going to have a bunch of stans. Like I said, you're going to have a fan base. It's going to be like a cult fan base. Like, think the Beehive or the Barbs. And I don't really know the name of anybody else's. But those are like the 2 most powerful ones, right? So that's basically how your fan base is going to be. With Magician in reverse, don't be scared. Don't be alarmed. I know how people feel when certain things are in reverse and upright or whatever the case is. But that's giving with illusion and trickery and such like that. Okay, so you're going to have a team of people. Like, you're going to say you have a PR marketer, a PR manager, right? A publicity manager, and they're basically the ones who tell you what to do and how to portray yourself online and things like that. So you're going to be too famous, too well known, too important to, like, think if you're like running for office, you're in politics and things like that. You can't just be out here saying anything that you want to. You have to watch what you say online, who you are, like how you portray yourself to the world. Like, because now you're not yourself anymore, really. You're a character now. Right, you're a character, to be honest. You're this idol now, where you're not yourself, boo. I'm so sorry, but you can't be yourself anymore. At least not online when you're portraying yourself out to the world. You have to embody your alter ego. That's why I go by either charvaun, Shana, or the Shana Bell, because they're not the same people. Charvaun is like my real name, my first name, right? That's who I am when I'm in school, when I'm at home, when I'm with my friends. I'm charvaun. But when I'm performing, when I'm on stage, when I'm on the internet, things like that, I am the Shana Bell. I am Shana Bell, right? When I'm on social media, right, you guys are my OGs, you guys are my originals, right? You guys get a little bit of both, because I can be a little bit more so myself, but then at the same time, I can't really, because at the same time, like, if I post something that's not a tarot reading, it does not do as well, right? So that's kind of in a sense where I can't be myself. I can't give you guys all of me. I can't show you all me. So I have to embody this character of a spiritual guru, of a goddess, of a tarot reader, of all-knowing like ascended master like online, but that's not literally who I am all the time. Like, your girl likes to go to the club sometimes, okay? I like to take a nice shot here and there, okay? Let's be so for real. But I can't portray that online because that's not my image, right? So it's kind of where the illusion comes in. The death is like, you're gonna have to understand this. You need to understand that you are not, especially with the sun, like, this all kind of wraps together. Like, you are not yourself anymore, at least when you're online. You have to portray an image, and you have to stick to that image. You know how hard, like, unless you want to rebrand, and rebranding is hard. Rebranding is like, you need to, put time, money, and effort into rebranding, right? So, yeah, you're gonna be like a star, like a real big star. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, who are y'all? Let me know in the comment section below. Who are you? What you doing? Like, let's be friends, for real. Yeah, honestly, my followers are kind of lit. Okay, what will your life be looking like in a year from now? Ow. We have wise leadership, like I said. You're gonna be leading a cult of stands, a stand cult. Is that a word? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? Okay, we have home and adaptation. One more. What will your life be looking like in a year from now? What will your life be looking like in a year from now? Thank you. We have communion. Okay, so when you're at home, you're gonna have to adapt to life at home and life in the limelight. It won't be the same. It's kind of the same message coming out. And then we have rebirth at the bottom of the deck. Okay, when you're home, things are gonna feel normal, but then when you step out, things are going to be completely changed. Like, things are going to be different. You're not really going to be able to walk outside and have the privacy of being yourself. You're kind of like, there's going to be paparazzi and such following you around, and you're literally gonna be the it girl. Like, people are always gonna want to know what's going on. Like, Bailey is pregnant, and she didn't even come out and confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it was like paparazzi or something like that, or like maybe somebody on the street who saw her, took a picture and sold it to like blogs, blogs, I don't even know, like celebrity blogs or whatever the case is, like gossip blogs, and they probably sold it for money or clout or whatever the case is. So she didn't even have the privacy and the privilege to be able to announce it herself when she was ready and comfortable with doing so. It was like, they did it for her, basically. So that's going to be your life. You're not going to really have the privilege or privacy of being able to keep secrets to yourself or things like that. Like, people are going to be following you around, okay? We have reunion. So you could be wanting to go back home more often because you miss, because home will bring you back to, it will kind of ground you, or you might be having like a reunion with somebody. You could be coming into union with fears in reverse, so you'll be getting over like fears, so maybe you have like stage fright and things like that, and that was one of the things that was holding you back from achieving this goal, this level of success, but you overcome that, and that's what's helping propel you towards this. Okay, but yeah, with the reunion, I'm seeing like you're going to come back in union with people. You know how it's like, if you ever watch any of my twin flame readings, if you ever watch any of my twin flame readings, then you would be like, I feel like there's a lot of, I'm not going to say that. Okay, so if you're watching any of my twin flame readings, I'll be like, you have to reach like a level of success, or, you have to get over these certain fears, or, you have to be comfortable in yourself and like your career and what you're doing and everything like that in order to come into union with your twin flame. So that's the reunion. Like, you're reaching that point, that pinnacle point in your career where you are going to end up in reunion and union with your twin flame. And then we have calm at the bottom of the deck. So it's like when you're really calm and comfortable within the career and the status and the being in the limelight, when you're used to that and that's your regular, that's when you're going to come into a reunion with this person. Also, you're going to get over the fear of being with this person, because this person could have been like more successful to you than you, or like be a celebrity when you wasn't, or something like that. So now that you are a celebrity as well, and you're used to being a celebrity, and you're like focused on yourself, you're not really worried about this person, you guys are probably going to cross paths, like maybe at, you know, an award ceremony, like so the BET Awards or the Grammy Awards or the Oscars or something like that, or the Met Gala, and then you guys will meet up there, and that would be how you guys be a reunion, and how you guys see each other for the first time in like years. Okay, so what is their life going to be looking like in a year? First of all, these same cards keep coming out, and they came out in the last 2 decks. I'm not even going to hold you. The last 2 piles. So this is the 2 cards. The 7 chakra, crown chakra, selflessness, and 6 chakra, third eye chakra, and unknowing. Okay, so selflessness. I am kind to all. I'm aware that everything I do and say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I live an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and put my heart into it. So that's this one. And then for inner knowing, it says, I trust my inner knowing, and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence, and listen to the truth. I'm open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. Okay, so that is your reading, pile number 4. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Actually, hold on. Okay, so that's basically telling you that you're going to be you're going to have to be very selfless. Like, first of all, you're going to be sharing your whole life with the whole wide world for the rest of your life. And then when you have children and everything like that, like, you won't have the peace of being alone anymore. And inner knowing, like, you already knew this was going to be reality since you was a little girl or a little boy, and since you was a little child, you already knew this was going to be reality, and now it's kind of just like the 3D world catching up with what you already know. And you don't have to be really selfish, and this is kind of just, you know, the thing that you're so signed up for. So sorry, but then again, are you really upset about it? Like, there's good and bad for everything, pros and cons for every lifestyle that you decide to have. So, I mean, at least you get to fly out wherever you want to, whenever you want to, you know? You're going to be part of the elites. Anyway, I hope this resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated and what pile you came from. Well, what pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, you can follow me on the rest of my platforms if you would like to support me there. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. They're all under charvaun Shana or the Shana Bell. Also, you can subscribe to my Patreon if you would like more content from me and to support me some more. That is all linked in my description box below, as well as the decks that I've used. You can look at my Amazon storefront or check out the tarot and oracle decks list. They are both linked in my description box as well. So love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.